Koenigsegg, everything you need to know. Hello and welcome back to MIA Luxury Cars. For today's video, we will be going to talk about Koenigsegg, everything you need to know. Let's get started. This is everything you need to know to get up to speed on Koenigsegg. According to Christian Koenigsegg, his desire for speed was sparked at the young age of 5 when he watched the stop-motion cartoon film Flak Klippa Grand Prix, in which a bicycle repairman constructs a race car with the aid of some animal pals and defeats a top Formula 1 driver. At that moment, Koenigsegg knew that he wanted to start his own car company, but he was 5, so that dream had to wait. Undeterred, he started driving anyway, and just a year later, he took his first go-kart for a spin. To this day, he refers to those initial moments behind the wheel as the best of his life. By the time he was 8, he had torn apart and built a motorcycle, and just a few years after that, he had a fleet of rebuilt and roadworthy mopeds for sale. At age 15, Koenigsegg started selling used motorcycles. The hits just kept coming for Koenigsegg. To start a car company, he understood he needed a lot of money, and eventually he came up with an idea that allowed him to realize his lifelong dream. What contributed to his success? Koenigsegg became wealthy by selling frozen chicken. He established a business where his sole activity was to purchase items and resell them for a profit. In 1994, with nothing to lose and everything to gain, he created the Koenigsegg Car Company. So how does a guy from Sweden, who's new to the competitive market of supercars, make him known as somebody to be reckoned with? By creating a compact, agile mid-engine car with a removable and stowable hardtop that didn't yet exist. He figured that with the money he had amassed in trading bags and chickens, he could find the right people to help him build his first prototype within a year. A timeline he now admits was more than a little ambitious. In 1996, he created the Koenigsegg CC, the first prototype for the business, the Koenigsegg CC8S, which had the low overhangs, larger air intakes, and mid-engine design the company had envisioned in the early 1990s. Wasn't sold until 6 more years later. A fire broke out at the Koenigsegg factory in 2003, just 2 weeks before the CC8S was scheduled to debut at the Geneva Motor Show. The cars were saved by employees who were present when the fire broke out. The fire was really a minor hiccup on Koenigsegg's path to enormous success. Guinness declared the CC8S to be the most potent production vehicle ever, thanks to its 655 horsepower engine. Jeremy Clarkson of Top Gear was also astounded by what Koenigsegg had accomplished, declaring the CC8S his favorite supercar in a heated race. Koenigsegg demonstrated to rival supercar makers that his young automaker could hold its own. The company manufactured the CCR, which had an improved body design from 2004 to 2006, with a staggering 806 horsepower. The twin supercharged engine of the CCR outperformed the CC8S. Additionally, it set record as the world's quickest production car. With a time that lasted for more than 2 years, it also broke the Top Gear lap record. The Ccx, the company's following model, debuted in 2006 and represented a new approach to automotive superiority for Koenigsegg, even if it included all the bells and whistles of preceding models. Because the CCX was the first Koenigsegg model to be sold in the US. That was the year the company truly went worldwide. It even broke a new record on the Top Gear test circuit, reaching 196 mph there. For the following 7 years, that record stood. Like an automotive superman, Koenigsegg released green versions of the vehicle he introduced in addition to being focused on speed. He introduced the Ccxr CCXR in 2007, the world's first ever green hypercar. The CCXR did indeed run on gasoline, but it was also set up to run on E85 and E100 biofuel. Following in 2008 were the CCX and CCXR edition versions, which had clear carbon bodywork, 11-stroke wheels, custom aerodynamics, and specially tuned suspensions, while the CCX output increased to 876 horsepower. The CCXR edition's output stayed at 1004 horsepower, and Koenigsegg once more set a number of new speed records. Additionally, a benchmark performance was achieved by accelerating from 0 to 200 kilometers per hour in 9.3 seconds and from 0 to 300 kilometers per hour in just 29.2 seconds. Next in 2009 were the CCXR Trevita and the CCXR Special Edition. Due to technological difficulties, the Trevita had a strictly limited production run of just 2 vehicles. However, it had a body built completely of proprietary materials, composed of diamond-coated carbon fiber. Like most of Koenigsegg's older models, the Trevita and Special Edition models had extremely small production runs, but they served as the inspiration for the company's most ambitious model to date. The Agera, a supercar from Koenigsegg that will forever redefine the game, was unveiled in 2010. It added to the tradition of a bigger and better supercar, with the new features like a wider front track, improved style, aerodynamics, and interiors. It was designed with previous versions in mind. Additionally, it had a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission and a 5-liter twin-turbo V8. Christian's Koenigsegg was everything he had envisioned it to be. But being the enterprising genius that he is, he knew he could improve it. In 2014, Koenigsegg bestowed the One in the World, the most exclusive production car ever imagined in the industry. The 1-1 had a power-to-weight ratio of 1:1. That's twice as good as a Bugatti Veyron. It made 1,011 pound-feet of torque and run on normal gasoline, race fuel, or E85. The 6 production models were sold out before it even made its official debut. It paved the way for the next generation of sports car by building on the highest performance standards of any car manufacturer to date. The Agera continued production until 2017, going out in a blaze of glory by cementing its legend on a dusty stretch of closed Nevada highway, powered by an engine that produced 1,160 horsepower and 944 feet of torque. It reached a top verified speed of 277.87 miles per hour, making it the fastest production car in the world. So where does Koenigsegg go from there? In 2015, he introduced the Regera Hybrid Hypercar, which utilizes a twin-turbocharged V8, 3 electric motors, and gearless Koenigsegg direct drive. So it too can reach speeds of over 250 miles an hour. The company plans to produce 80 of the cars, and even though they have yet to leave the production line, they're already sold out. Christian von Koenigsegg is someone we look up to. He never gave up, he saw what he wanted to do, and he went after it with all he had. He didn't settle for less. He didn't settle for good enough. He wanted his cars to be better than the establishment in every way. What have you learned about our topic? Please let me know by leaving a comment below. And if you enjoyed this video, please press the like button, turn on the notification bell, and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Thank you for stopping by to watch. See you in our next video.